Hello, good folks. The Koshi chime, the one attuned to water, bringing us all together with its magical energies and beautiful, beautiful tones. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Carol Omar Behan. How are you all? Welcoming you to the Dragon's message. And they are so excited. Just start. Let's get going. It was pretty much, get right out there on the stage. Let's gather with one and all. You, me, our dragons, Northern Hemisphere, Southern Hemisphere, and the beautiful, delightful, expanding community that's formed around this part of the internet. I hope I said my name, but I'll run it by one more time. I'm Carol Omar Behan, coming to you from a very beautiful spring, increasing energies. It's a bit chilly today, a return of a little bit of snow, but it's just the way it is up here in this part of New York State on the corner of the Catskills where I live. So, welcoming you and talking about the community. For those of you who are tuning into what are often a weekly edition of sorts on the community page of YouTube. So, if you're watching this on Substack, have a look over on their community page. This week, the Dragons very, very much wanted to offer an additional dragon and its message to be a bit of a stabilizer in terms of its presence and its wonderful message. I believe, if I remember it right, the deep blue indigo dragon. I think that's what it was. And it comes through Val Young, whose wonderful dragon wisdom cards form the center point of these messages. But it's through her additional work now available called the Garden of the Heart. And I just made myself some time, a meditative practice of sorts, utilizing that wonderful, available as a PDF through her website, One Heart Web. And it was in working with that beautiful dragon that it said, please post me up. Some people might find what I have to offer as something of support and inspiration. So there it was, these wonderful videos expanding, usually never more than once a week. So that I couldn't even fit it in with other things that I do. But this one, as we move further into the month of April, and for everybody I know personally, of course, we're in the Northern Hemisphere, the light is increasing, the green is greening here where winter and the dragon of the snow Jinsa reigned for quite a long, vigorous set of months, vigorously reigned during all of that. But we are moving into spring. So, acknowledging again those of you whose seasons of the Southern Hemisphere are going into that time of increasing dark and really composting. I hope that some of this continues to be of certainly of inspiration and support. That's what it truly is all about. Among the things that appear time to time, and again, for those of you who are new, an extra welcome. Grateful that you found your way here. Some of the aspects of this I think I've outlined, but among the things that appear here behind me, the altar that I have set up, and I'm finding I tend to it a lot more than I used to. There's always one there, and weirdly enough, I need to find a Kleenex for a moment. So if you'll bear with me, let's see if I have one anyway handy, which I don't. So I'm just going to. We are also very human, are we not? I don't really need to blow my nose, but it's like, okay, okay, here we go. I'm with you. Pardon if that was a little bit too humanish. Oh my gosh, the dragons are really having themselves a bit of a time. Let me check the other pocket of what I have here. It's a cold day, so things like, no, there's no Kleenex within reach. Maybe back here. Bear with me. You're good folks to do so. I might have one pocket of this thing. I'm not going to start it again. They're saying you don't need to start it again. Um, and you don't need to leap up. All right, that's just going to be what it is. Okay, here we are, humans that we are. All right. All right. That was a bit of a floor show for today from yours truly. On this beautiful setup for the returning of the light, a candle to burn today as well, in acknowledging that here we are on April the 6th, a Monday, that the Holy Week, that it is certainly observed and celebrated in a number of the world's religions, of Sunday being yesterday, and the in particular, including me, who is an unchurched person, but uh, respecting and knowing the meaningfulness of things that are celebrated on this Holy Week. Um, and Pope Leo, my goodness, his prayers for peace, that certainly I added to in my own way of doing, uh, prayers for peace. So moving towards, okay, let me back up, thrown a little bit by the whole thing about needing a Kleenex. um, we have certainly a number of things to share in a way that hopefully will not go on too long. If you only come to the videos to see the dragon cards, you can certainly just kind of scan through and see where they are. So there's that. But it is a sort of celebration of this community to be able to bring in a few other things that present themselves. And given the fact that the light is growing and the green is greening and our green thumbs are getting itchier all the time, the other thing I did yesterday that I really enjoyed was planting some seeds. It's way too cold to garden out there now, although some diehards in terms of permaculture and all of that, which is a lovely thing, are already getting their peas planted and some onion sets and all of that. I just don't thunder forward with that to do. But I did plant some seeds for some lettuce and some broccoli and some flowers, some nasturtiums. So it was a wonderful celebration of that day. The prayers for peace, the observance of things that are helping to keep us grounded and centered and expanding into. Well, Pam Gregory says this, and I just listened to part of her video for the upcoming new moon, which will be in Aries. So, an exciting opportunity to do seed planting of a week from now on the 17th. But in that video, she said this, that we are building that new energetic architecture of light to take us to a more loving world. We are building that new energetic architecture of light to take us to a more loving world. The dragons that are wanting to be shared are two, and they talk about light and the weaving of light. So that is upcoming to share the specifics of these two dragons. And they sometimes, well, most usually, when these videos are getting themselves together, the dragon or dragons of that video message come really more on the morning of when it is I'm going to sit down in front of the magic camera and offer this video. These, for sure, they came out on Saturday, and it was it giving me goosebumps because the idea that Pam Gregory gave to me today of the architecture, the energetic building of this new architecture of light is reflected in what you're going to hear. Okay, I'm pausing to consider one last thing that I have here on my uh, sidekick. Here we go. And let me have a look at it to see. Okay, gardening. I am going to offer this to you. David White, a poet like Val, who calls Wales his home. This poem presented itself to me this morning, and it's an excerpt from a poem he that is titled Easter Morning in Wales. A garden inside me, unknown, secret, neglected for years. The layers of its soil deep and thick. Trees in the corners with branching arms and the tangled briars like broken nets. There's sun shining through first today, so cue the sun. Sunrise through the misted orchard. Morning sun turns silver on the pointed twigs. I have woken from the sleep of ages, and I am not sure if I am really seeing or dreaming or simply astonished, walking towards sunrise, to have stumbled into the garden where the stone was rolled from the tomb of longing. From Easter morning in Wales, a garden inside me, neglected for years. The question that the dragons want to pose to you is, what is unfolding in your heart? What is unfolding in your heart? 2025, which is when these videos and the dragons pushing me forward to say, come on, come on, come on, do some videos. We have some messages. Val Young and you are teamed up, and we're all teamed up, and we're going to join with you, dragons as companions and allies. 2025, tumultuous as almost any year could be, if not being outdone a little bit by 2026. But 2025, I did this last time. It is a 9 year, 2 + 0 + 2 + 5 is a 9 year, a year of completion. 2026, the year of the fire horse, and a quick homage to this little one, which is just added to the totems that are here on the altar. Yes, usually a Christmas one, the Scandinavian sweetie, but she is representing the fire horse of this year. 2026, a year of new beginnings. We are in the Aries season, the fire horse. She's been galloping us forward for a while now, since February the 17th. And in Aries, and astrologically, which is Pam Gregory and Heather Ensworth are the ones I most clearly receive the astrological awarenesses and cues and, heads upness. We are in an energy of direct motion of all the personal planets, all of these in forward direct motion until May 6th. So we are in opportunities to, what is it our hearts want to, what is being birthed in our hearts? This life that we chose to incarnate in these, I run out of adjectives to describe what it is we're enduring. And yet, okay, I won't go into how it is there are ways. The dragons have offered you ways of how we move forward, and you're going to get a couple of them here as well. So the question to take into this week with you, and especially towards the new moon of next week, what is unfolding in your heart? And these beautiful ones will offer some guidance. And in the days to come, opportunities to dig deeper into this question, to begin to energize that beautiful work that is seeking growth and flourishing through you, through you. So let us find the dragons to tell us more. I'll go to this one last and start with this one about peace. So, again, if you like a screenshot opportunity, here it is. Before I read the whole thing, excitement of all of this, let's get this. Thank you very much. Thank you and water at each and every opportunity. Thank you and water at each. And yes, it does say love on this beautiful water bottle that I keep handy. Navigating these times. Peace is always here to return to. Peace is always here to return to. Harmony flows throughout all. Underneath the busyness of human thought, there lies love, peace, and harmony in constant flowing waves. All these changes are taking away the confusion of what and who you are, revealing the universal reality of you. Stripped naked, you shine brilliantly. You have found your thread home again and are anchoring it here in this moment in time. With your roots embedded in Earth's heart, your heart becomes a compass, a gyroscope for you to navigate this new world, embodying the peace, harmony, and love that you are. A message could not be more timely. As I say, as I've been guided to move into this particular Monday after the Holy Week and offer what it is, and the growing light and the growing growth of the new season of spring. We have here Spiralite. Spiralite offers this additional message and guidance. I am Spiralite. I weave the light that spirals through the web, the finest light that flows into the new. You resonate with this light from cycles long ago and appreciate the richness now present, which has evolved through the spirals of time. Once again, you join me as a weaver of the web. The time of the quickening is over and the birthing has begun. New living structures and light filled forms that have been held in potential are being manifest. We can see and feel this new earth arise around us. I am here to remind you of your innate skills and the joy of weaving in the one heart. Very, very present. Apart from just this wonderful dragon image that Val Young connected with, as she did in each and every of the one of the dragon cards, and was addressed by and communicated with this dragon, in this case, Spiralite. But it's very tangible, palpable presence here as I share this with you, and that what we have been weaving through this time together. So it would seem that that would conclude what it is that they would like to share with you, other than their wish, as is true of the dragons with which you are allied, the ones that are beckoning you to know them more. That may well be the case of these, communicating in vivid and vibrant ways with you in this increasingly vibrant time of the year. The last thing to sort of insert here, and yesterday it seemed very much that it was like the dragon saying, make that video. They were so very enthused about getting its message out to you. And I turned them down because I am the human person that I am, and I needed a day of quiet relaxation, took a long nap, all of that stuff. We need those ways of staying grounded and resourcing ourselves. There is no denying that, because we cannot keep up that hectic pace day in, day out. We'll completely burn out. But where it is we're going there together, for one. We are all in this together. Together we are one. Keep that in mind. So thank you for coming through your time to be available to these messages and to one another, because I sense the wonderfulness of you, all of you out there, and that which draws us together. Because it is in community, and that is part of how I know we are navigating our way through the turmoil and tumult of these times, always knowing that there is so much available to support us as we do this in this time. May something of this offered itself to you today be of joy, because that is such a sustaining energy to cultivate and to help you be held close in the wonder of these times. So, with that, wishing you very well in the days to come in this week. Come back and find out what it is the dragons would like to share about the new moon coming up in a week's time. But for now, be present. Be present to the wonderfulness of each and every day. Breathing in and breathing out, as the venerable monks helped us to do, to learn more about mindfulness as such an meaningful and nourishing part of our lives. Okay, I'm signing off now. It's like the dragons want to like trot on further, but we're going to call it a day for now. May you and all beings be well. May you and all beings be healthy. May you and all beings be in peace and peaceful. Take good care. Much love and light for me and all at Light Spring Glen. Bye for now.